Welcome everyone to day 19 of our 30-day commitment to health and wellness. Today we're going to focus on a pose called half moon. And half moon is a great pose for opening up your hips, for testing your balance, for opening up across your shoulders, and for just like paying attention to different pivot points and alignments. And let the quote from Dalai Lama be an inspiration. He says, one of his amazing quotes is, when you consider not why is this happening to me, but instead, what can I learn from this? Everything shifts. So falling is totally okay, and it's really how we learn to do something that are a little bit challenging to us. So if you have a yoga block, that can be really helpful, or something to raise the height. It could be a stack of books so that you're not so much tilting down in half moon, but you're more parallel to the floor. But it's not totally necessary. It just makes it a little more doable, a little easier. So let's begin on our backs. Let's begin on our backs. And first we'll just notice our breath. So cross your arms so that your hands are on your ribs. And as you inhale, feel your ribs expand out to the side and up towards the sky. As you exhale, feel your rib cage soften and contract a little bit. Just focus on your breath, moving in and moving out. We want the breath to be moving in all directions, not just forward from our chest or our belly. So this helps you to get into that mode. And keep that kind of breathing as you release your arms down by your sides. Press your feet into the floor, tuck your tailbone, and let your hips float up into bridge pose. Squeeze your glutes to get a little bit higher, then relax the glutes and squeeze them. Relax and squeeze. Notice every time you squeeze your glutes, you get a little extra lift. And the glutes are engaged, and it can support you whether you're standing, seated, or lying down. Now lower your hips all the way down. Bring your left foot in a little bit toward the center of your body and float your right leg up, pointing your toes. Press into your left foot and reach your right foot toward the sky and slowly lower down. Press down to lift up. And exhale, slowly lower down. One more time, press down to lift up. And exhale, slowly lower down. Place the right foot down, reach the left leg up, point the toes. Again, press into your right foot and lift up. And slowly lower down. Inhale. Lift your hips up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Lower your foot down. And bring your feet as wide as the mat. Open your arms out to the side. And just begin to do a little windshield wiper action from side to side. And hug your knees into your chest. Rock up to seated. And we'll just do a little bit Baddha Konasana and foot massage. So bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees open out to the side. Place your hand on the inner knees and press your knees up into your hands as you push down through your hands. Feel the inner legs engage, inner thighs engage. Good, and then relax and take your thumbs and your fingers and massage your foot. Massage the sole of your foot. And see if you can massage the three arches of your foot. So the medial arch, the lateral arch, and the transverse arch. So we're really aware of that and aware of the tripod of the foot. Because the way we typically fall is we lose the big toe mound and we kind of invert the ankle and we fall off to the side. And this is just helping our feet to be flexible and pliable, and we also need them to be strong. All right, so now let's come on and make our way into downward facing dog. Reach your hips back, lift your belly up. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale back to down dog. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale back to down dog. And just rock and roll forward and back, going at your own pace. Really stretching out the shoulders, stretching out the hips, stretching out the hamstrings. Now lower your right knee down. Line up your right foot either with your right knee or off to the side. Bring your right hand off to the side, stack your hips and stack your shoulders. Press into the bottom toes and lift your top leg up. Now the top leg is super important in half moon, so flex your foot or point, whatever you're doing, and really reach out through the toes. Try and straighten your leg, open up across the shoulders. And reach your arm and your leg away from each other. Find a big side stretch. Inhale back up. And swing your leg all the way forward, coming into a runner's lunge. Flex and point your foot. And step it back into your tabletop. Now line up your left foot with your knee or out to the side. Bring your left hand off to the side a little bit. Stretch your right leg back. And reach your right arm up, your right leg up. Open up across the shoulders. Reach out through that top leg. Squeeze your glutes underneath you. And this is basically half moon, except that we're on our hands and knees instead of on just one foot. And find the power in the top leg. And squeeze your glutes. And you want to keep the standing leg knee pointing in front of you, not twisting to the inside. Good. Lower back down again and press back into down dog. So we can come into half moon from two different ways, either from the bottom up, which we're going to do now, or from the top down. So from the bottom up, inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, step forward, move your hand a little bit forward and off to the side. Stack your hips and your shoulders. Firm up that top leg, squeeze your glutes. Press back through your heel and up through your fingertips. Maybe gaze up at your fingers. Keep that big toe mound planted. And maybe see if you could just maybe hover that bottom hand off the floor. Good, lower down, lower your top hand down. Step back to down dog. Inhale, reach your left leg up. Exhale, step it all the way forward. Move your left hand forward and a little bit out to the left. Lift up your right leg, square your hips, square your shoulders, stacking the shoulders and the hips, and gaze that top leg. Maybe turn your gaze up toward the sky. Gazing down is easier, so it depends on where you're at and what you want to play with. Then, because it's a little easier, gaze down and reach out through the back foot. Squeeze your glutes. Maybe you can hover the bottom hand. Good, lower back down. Step back to your down dog. So now we'll play with coming into half moon from the top down. So step or hop forward to your hands. Press into the earth. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach your arms up. Interlace your fingers. Reach your palms up toward the sky as you press your tailbone towards the earth. And let's release your arms. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Spread your hands out. Or not spread your hands out, and reach your arms away from your legs. So open up the shoulders. And release. So now we're going to come down into half moon. So start by shifting your weight into your right foot. Start to reach your left leg behind you. And as you come down, you can begin to start stacking your hip, stacking your shoulder, opening up here. Make sure that you have weight in your heel as well as weight into your toes. Really activate that top leg and maybe the bottom hand floats off the floor. Good, lower back down again, lower your hand down, lower your left leg down. Press into the earth, inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. So now we'll shift our weight into the left foot. Start to reach the left hand down as you float the right leg back. It's kind of a process. For me it is. I have to take my time to open up the hips, open up the shoulders, reach the top arm up, reach the top leg back. Firm up the adductors, the glute muscles, and then maybe start to look upward towards your hand. And then maybe look down and see if you can hover that bottom hand off the ground. Good, lower back down again. Bring both feet down Lower your hips and come on into a squat. Bring the elbows to the inside of your knees and your palms together. Press your palms into each other as you draw your hands toward your chest. Lengthen through your spine. Enjoy your squat. If your heels aren't on the floor, that's okay. You can always find a rolled up towel and place it underneath your heels. Good. Slowly lower your hips to the ground. Come into your comfortable seated position. Thank you for joining me for this practice. I hope you had fun playing with half moon, playing with balance, and playing with your attitude. Like, what did you learn today? Like, if you fell, which I still do sometimes, like, what did you learn? What can you learn? So please leave me a comment below and tell your friends about this 30-day commitment. Hope that you're learning a lot and feeling good, and see you tomorrow for day 20. Bye.